Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Sean Francisco, back here again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about a recent photo shoot I did at the beach, and we used the theme of Disney's newest movie, Moana. So I have this lovely model, her name is Joey 10, and some of the equipment that we used was the Sony A7R II, 85mm G Master, battery grip for my big hands, and for lighting I use the PHOTTIX Odin 2 trigger for Sony, as well as the PHOTTIX Metros Plus flash gun. The good thing about this one is that there is no receiver needed. The receiver is built into this flash gun, so this can take care of this no problem. So one of the things I want to say about this camera though is that these match up. I'm going to show you in the pictures, but just even when I was out there on location when we were shooting, man, it was just ridiculous seeing what this can do. So this is the equipment that I use for the lighting situation. It was just mostly just the one speed light. I did have a generic, I think it's PHOTTIX branded square softbox attached to it. Nothing big, nothing fancy really. It was really a run and gun situation. Just had a cheap light stand, had the one they had to kind of make sure to keep weighed down with something, but it's powerful. You know, this equipment that I use, it's powerful. It's not cheap, but certain things of it can be fairly cheap, and it's very portable and very light too as well. So all the stuff that I used, I was able to take myself. So there's that. Anyway, so that was equipment that I used. Let's start talking about the photos, because for today's video, not only do I want to show you these photos and the theme that we had going on with it, I also do want to show you a few different variations of lighting that you can get and how they impact the general look and feel of your photos. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, here's the part where I talk about the lighting. Alright, starting off with this photo right here. As you can see, this was a natural light shot. The model is exposed well, but because it's using natural lighting conditions, the background is really blown out. But it doesn't take away too much from the model, and it's a very pretty shot. It's a very nice looking, very pleasing shot. Again, this one just in natural light, and you can do this one with any camera. It doesn't matter, any kit lens, any camera. You will be able to get something like this and make it look really nice like this. The biggest drawback of natural lighting though is that as you can see, especially with the model who has darker skin. In order to get her exposed correctly, I had to bring it up even more, so it just blew out the background almost entirely. The only remnant you see left over is a little bit of the grass, but that's about it. But it's still a really popular look, especially for things like Instagram and all that. And again, like I said, you can do it with any camera. It doesn't matter. You'll be able to, this is the look you'll be able to get when you're exposing for the model using natural light. Alright, so this next look right here, we have pretty much a balanced image. You can see the background's been dropped a little bit, and we're giving some more priority to the subject, to the model. But the thing is, though, is that this is kind of the prototypical image that you want to get, especially as a photographer. Being able to get these nicely balanced shots are, fairly critical for most situations. So this is a healthy dose of the ambient light working with your off-camera flash in order to create really an aesthetically pleasing image, no matter which way you look at it. This is a good way. This is a good way to own your skills, is to be able to create images, especially ones like this too as well. Because once you get good ones like this, then you can start moving on to other things and really finding your own specific style. And here for this last image, now this is my style usually. I really love the dramatic portraits, and so this one I've used high-speed sync with the PHOTTIX Odin 2 receiver, and I shot this at about 1/8,000th of a second, ISO 100, and I shot it at 1.4 in order to really open it up and kind of blur that background out. What you see is a nice little trifecta on the background. We have we have the green, the real deep blue, which is the sea, and then we have the sky, which is a bit more of a baby blue. But the model really jumps out at us with this, and so it's used to dramatic effect. This is the kind of style that I actually prefer the most. And so again, we're using these high-speed sync settings and kind of overpowering the sonish, but you can really see the contrast between the background and the subject, and it really makes her stand out that much more. But for these kind of photos, there is no one right way or one wrong way to do it, but these are just different ways that you can use to figure out which style you like to do and which style might be appropriate for a specific situation.
Now that you saw those photos, what do you think? I think they came out pretty nice. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one very soon, and there will be many more to come. Alright, thanks guys. Later.